this semester I just have some basic art history classes. Whatever the movie is part of my life, it's also my future job. Yeah, basically, it's decide on actors' plays and do some secret work to make the movie more lifelike and fantastic. And today I will introduce you about my favorite director, Shika, and his work. And this is a Greenville first introduction, and second, Shika and his film, and third, some of my idea, and the final is conclusion. First, sorry, ask questions. What do you know what real or rare effects do? You two are forbidden to answer.
Say again now. Say one more time. What was the question?
What is the real effect actually do?
Real effect.
Yeah.
Visual effect.
Visual effect.
Visual effect. Is that everybody know?
What do visual effects? I don't know what the question is exactly.
What actually do?
Actually.
Oh, what do visual effects actually do?
Yeah.
Okay. What do visual effects actually do? That's the question.
Uses the computer or some media to make the scene more, means add more thing on the scene.
Perfect answer. You know much more than me.
Really?
Let me show you a visual effect. Sorry.
就係要將一個交通燈嘅環境咧，就咧加一啲咧如來神掌嘅掌印落去。咁首先我哋咧就拍咗一個咧一個半嘅 shot， 咁咧我哋就攞到晒燈嘅交通燈，我用咗上嘢質感去製造咗一個立體電腦嘅監燈出嚟啦。咁譬如呢度我哋睇到一個半裏頭咧，其實咧我哋原本咧已經擺咗一啲掌印嘅。
This is you animate the real box and catch the material, the iron from the real box, and you put some hand model on the box model, and animate it. It look like this.
要將一個交通燈。咁譬如呢度我哋睇到一個半裏頭咧，其實咧我哋原本咧已經擺咗一啲掌印嘅我哋叫嘅 model 入去啦。咁首先我哋咧就係將呢個 model 咧未喺個罐度咧突出嚟。咁當個罐一路轉嘅時候咧，我哋咧就慢慢咧將呢啲手掌印咧就 animate 出嚟，就令到佢咧有一個好似俾人喺裏頭打出嚟，令到罐有一個變化嘅效果咯。
I choose this video because it's easy to understand. The third one is to animate it and combine the model with a real box. It looks like there's someone inside the box and beats the box. And so this is just a small part of what the real effects do. So next I will tell you about my favorite director, Shika. And we all know that real effect is the best work is in American, but he is the first person impressed me to combine movie and real effect. The story is like this. In 1979, the famous movie Star Wars was on show, and Shika went to watch it, and he thought, why could Chinese movie use this latest technology? So the warriors from the Magic Mountain came out. And I think there are some characteristics in this movie. Like he combined the Chinese traditional culture with this latest technologies. he used some fantastic imagination to show a very beautiful world in this movie. And the first one, then it's just one part of the warriors from the Magic Mountain. The song look like notes. Ignore the song. Just look at the picture.
惨了。
Yeah, from today's view, it looks very simple and somehow very funny, but it's a great step, I think. It's the first step of Chinese movie to use visual effect. And we can see some characteristics. This is all about Chinese fighting and the great guy with a bad group. And this movie is based on a traditional Chinese culture. And in my opinion, it's hard to imagine that how could this old guy can combine with latest technology. But in his movie, the story, the characters, and the science are all very harmony and not beyond their time. That's enough. And you know that it's a movie from 30 years before. It's hard to find some clear videos, so I chose some videos from the season 2 of the Warrior from the Magic Mountain. It's remade this movie in 2001. I think you know what I mean. So whatever I choose which radio for you, and you can look at this. It's very beautiful, I think.
Is this a Chinese movie?
Yeah. It's just a small piece. I think it. And the second one is he always has a beautiful picture in his movies. There are two parts impressed me more. One is an old man. He made a piece of water and used his magic, and he made a water lily grow up in the water. It's very beautiful. This is a piece of water.
What's the name of this movie?
The Warriors from Magic Mountain.
Oh, okay. This is the old one.
This is a new one.
This is the 2001 one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is another impact, but it's hard to find because it's too short. I can describe it to you. It's Cecilia Chan. Her face break out as a eggshell, and with the wind. When the beautiful face break out, it touched me a lot because it's not just a beautiful, happy, beautiful on the surface, but it broke the beauty and made me feel some sorrow. It's another kind of beauty. I think it's why Shuko's movie touched me. And the third one is his fantastic imagination. We all know the warriors from the Magic Mountain based on a novel, but let me think it. The writer just said there are two swords in the story. One is used by men and the other used by women. But he not described the details of the swords. What the form, what color of the swords, it just can by readers' imaginations. But Shuko imagined it with a very amazing image. And the swords used by women is pink and purple. It formed like flowers and clouds. And the swords used by men is hard. It's blue. And when you use it, it can be very long, so that of males, I think. And when you don't use it, it can be just like this big and with light. I think also what's more, the swords is not solid, but it looks like a liquid or gas because it wants to express an idea of Chinese philosophy in the sword and people are a whole. You control the swords by your heart, not your hand.
两人都为以我自焚，形神俱焚。
This is the sword. This sword is female. Another one is male.
You guys speak English. Speak English, we're talking about that.
Yeah, I think it's very amazing because he not only describes the form and the color of the sword, but also express a kind of idea and philosophy. So that's why I like it. Because next part is my job of ideas. Because I don't have some work, but I really have some idea from his movie. One is the imagination. I think it's very important. In the past, I also think animator is just do what you boss want you to do to make their idea and put it in to achieve it. Use a software and finish a movie, but now I think that idea is very important. Imagination is very important. A very fact is just a tool. It helps you to make you thought whatever you thought come true. And then another one is this. It's also very beautiful size from Shuko's movie. It's a lot of clouds and the sun rise up, the dark passed, and the bright day came out. And do you know what's the material or what's the material of this cloud? What made up this cloud?
CO2. Cotton?
Yeah, it's cotton. Oh, it's amazing. When I first saw it, when I first know it, I was shocked about it. It's just by cotton. I can't believe it. But it's another thing I think I want to learn. It's mm, wear effects not not only the soft on the computer, but whatever you thought around you could help you to finish your idea. Yes, they are very interesting and very lovely at this point. They sometimes could use a very cheap and very simple way to finish a movie. That's a thing. There are nothing you cannot do, but there are something you cannot think. So this is my conclusion. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions for?
Why you